Hey guys, um, I just had an idea. It just came to me right now while I was drawing. In one of, I think it was Lacey's videos, or I'm not sure. And for those of you who don't know who Lacey is, just go to youtube.com/user/gogreen18. Anyways, um, what I wanted to say was, I just I'm not sure if she was the one who mentioned it. Anyways, the thing is, someone mentioned it that uh certain religious people, Christians, whatever the hell it may be, might take pleasure in the fact that someone's suffering for eternity for whatever, you know. And other than the fact that that's deeply disturbing, um, I just realized that not really realized, just thought about it, sort of realized it's sort of a not too sort of heavy of a word. Anyways, that no one should suffer for eternity, regardless. Um, not even Hitler or Stalin or whoever. Because get this, if there is an eternity, and by eternity I mean consciousness survives death, regardless of what form, regardless. Okay, if consciousness survives death, then that by default renders the universe completely, not the universe, existence completely irrelevant. Okay, because get this. Wait, what was I going with that? Existence irrelevant. Um, yeah. I mean, think about it. If consciousness survives death, that means, you can still think and everything, whatever you want to call it, after you're dead. Now, even if um, it instantly makes everything meaningless, because the only somewhat meaning there is to existence, and of course this is subjective, is the one we assign to ourselves. We assign meaning to life. Life by default, existence by default has no actual worth. It has no objective worth. So if there is an afterlife, it's even more worthless. Anyways, you get the idea. Um, you know, so I want to know if there's anyone out there who wants to comment on this, go ahead. If you think that any sort of crime justifies eternal punishment, because you might think, yeah, I want this person to suffer forever for just an example, killing a billion people or whatever the hell it may be, or enslaving all of humanity or blowing up the earth, whatever it is. But the thing is, that's completely pointless if you can still think, and even if you can think and interact with other consciousnesses, is that even a word? After you're dead, then that would, then it makes no fucking difference if you have a body or not, So, in essence, um, I don't know where I was going with that thought. Anyways, that was just my quick idea. Also, another thing I've been thinking about today, sort of like thinking about it for 2 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, thinking about something else, and it kept popping up into my head, was that even if there was a God, it wouldn't have any free will because, for example, right now none of us have free will. I think it's impossible to make any scenario where there is free will. But anyways, here's the scenario. Okay, you you should, if you don't have a basic understanding of what the whole concept of free will is, just go to, like, I don't know, search for it on Google. Anyways, so get this. You have no free will, obviously, and all of a sudden you get, they invent some sort of machine, whatever. You can see the future. Now, by default, by seeing the future, you're instantly changing the future. Okay? So the future you would have seen if you hadn't had looked would be completely different somewhat different than the one that you see when you look. And the second you look, you change it even more and more. So I think looking into the future might actually cause a time paradox or be a time paradox, because yeah, you look into the future every time and you see something different. Then again, that depends on how far I suppose you look in the future. Anyways, that's not the point. Point's this. So if you look in the future, let's say you're the only one. So you have now the ability to see the outcome of any possible action or series of actions. So you think that now you have free will because you can choose the future, you can choose the outcome of anything. But what you actually have is an illusion of free will. In the essence that, let's say everything that happened that led up to that single point was pretty much a series of cause and effect. Now, the choice, the actual, the non-free will that brought the existence of the machine that allowed you to see the future, okay, and brought you to that exact scenario where you can see the future. Any choices that you are going to make are going to be based on previous things. So, in essence, you're not actually changing time. It's impossible. If you can sort of wrap your head around it, so I'm not that good at taking an idea and putting it into words. Anyways, that's about all I have to say right for now. Yeah, it's 4:40 in the morning, so that's about it.